Today is the day that we have to get this thing fully put together because, guys, we're running out of time. Beamer Invasion is literally a week from today. Today is Thursday. The car is getting shipped out next Thursday to Beamer Invasion. So that being said, this car needs to be one color. It needs to be fully assembled, and we're still missing a lot of parts. So that being said, we have so much to knock out in just 1 week's time. Your boy's been grinding nonstop, and he's trying to make sure this thing's complete. You guys will most likely see this car complete at Beamer Invasion before actually potentially even seeing this video. But if I get this video out, you guys are gonna see the finished product at Beamer Invasion because I'm not gonna go there and I'm not gonna sleep until this thing's ready. The main things we have to knock out is gonna have to be grinding down these quarter panels on both sides, grinding down this section right over here, adding a thin layer of Bondo, and then we're gonna be wrapping this thing as well. We finally got this thing patched up as well. I'll throw in the footage right now. So we got my boy Ilya right now working on the rear end of this car. He's gotten this thing looking so good. You guys can check that out as well. So he's plastic welding all this properly. We're not literally just melting plastic together. This is literally getting stitched up, looking beautiful. You guys can see from every single angle. Oh guys, this is coming together. So I'm gonna let him do his thing, but in a little bit, guys, we'll come back and see this thing fully stitched together. So the last thing we'll need before wrap or paint will literally just be bodywork, which I'm super stoked about. And guys, check that out. Just a few hours later, this thing is fully put together. I honestly don't know how you did it with all my terrible cuts. I really appreciate you, bro. Sorry for making your job harder, but this looks absolutely phenomenal. He had to patch up my holes that I made mistakes on. He had to patch up a few other holes that I did just to kind of help guide the two bumpers. But it looks absolutely phenomenal right now, guys. In a little bit, I have to figure out who exactly is going to be doing the body work on this thing, but we are 1 week away and we're getting so close. I mean, this was probably the biggest stressor that I had right now is getting someone to plastic weld this. So shout out to my boy. If you guys need some plastic welding or even reupholstery, they repair dashboards or anything else in terms of accident damaged cars, airbags deployed on seats, stuff of that nature, even scratches and tears, make sure to reach out to them. They're even mobile as well, which is super sick. So yeah, do me a favor, check out their page, link down below. But yeah, I'll catch you guys when we actually get into the body work on this wagon. Shout out to my guy for actually coming through and taking care of it. It was one of my followers, so again, shout out to him. I'll link him right here. Huge shout out to him because he actually came through, stapled this thing all the way through, plastic welded this thing all the way through, did some major patch points right over here, and all up in here that had bigger gaps because, yeah, let's just say we messed up at a few points. But as you guys can see, the bumper looks absolutely amazing. It's all one piece. You can literally take it on and off, no problem now. So at this point, it just needs to be sanded down and use some body filler, and then the rest of the car can get wrapped. So we have a lot of work. I have my brother here. Shout out to him. He's come down for the next few days to literally help me grind this thing out. Guys, it has been an absolute mission to get this F81 M3 ready for Beamer Invasion, but it is my dream and it is my goal to make sure it happens. So without further ado, let's just go ahead, go into full grind mode, literally. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, my brother ended up grinding down all of this, so that looks a whole lot better right there. And then I actually went ahead, filled in all the staples and everything with some filler, and it's looking pretty good. It's feeling pretty smooth. I am not a professional by any means, so when you guys come down to Beamer Invasion, do not look at the rear bumper. But other than that, you guys can feel free to look at the whole car. I think this thing from a distance is gonna look pretty good. I'm not done with it just yet. From my experience and from what I heard, you're supposed to go over a few more layers and it should come out pretty good because you want it as smooth as humanly possible. So that is what I'm gonna go ahead and do. And then after that, we'll knock out the quarter panels. Again, shout out to my brother. He grinded this all down. This is all pretty flush right now. So we just put like a really thin scheme of Bondo, sand that down, nice clean line. And this should be a whole lot easier. The bumper is very difficult because we had to staple it, custom morph it. The quarter panel, what's nice about it, it's literally, you grab a squeegee and just go straight like this and then sand it like that and you're done. So theoretically, that should be a lot easier. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and conclude it for a night. Me and my brother are gonna get home. It is 8 o'clock. And then I think first thing tomorrow, we're gonna get back in here and just get right back into more grinding and body work so we can get this thing wrapped up ASAP. Good morning. We are here the next morning on the wagon, guys, and we got everything we needed. So we got the sandpaper last night chilling right there. We also ended up getting some more Bondo and some more hardener, and then we ended up getting a primer can because that is what the body store was recommending that we do. We spray it in the end before we wrap it, so the wrap actually has something to stick onto. So that being said, guys, we still have so much more body work to knock out, so let's go ahead and go to it, knock it out, so we can actually start wrapping this car because it needs to get wrapped in a short period of time. We got the quarter panels pretty much done. That is looking great. I am super happy with that. I think it's gonna literally come out perfect underneath the wrap. Just put a little bit of putty on there. Perfect. Now, in terms of the bumper, sanding down plastic kind of blows because you can actually sand down the plastic. For example, I ruined the line right here that's supposed to go right there. At least there is a line on that side. I don't really know where the line went on this side. So that being said, I'm kind of freaking out, and I don't really want a Frankenstein ugly bumper underneath the wrap. It's one thing that we're wrapping it. We're not gonna get this thing perfectly done 100% in time. It's another thing to wrap it complete at least. So I want to at least make it the car fully complete other than paint. So I'm gonna take off this bumper and I'm just gonna go literally knock door to door and see if anybody's willing to just fix the bumper the way it is. So I think anyone else that actually does this for a living is gonna do better than me. So let's go ahead and take this thing off. I think it's gonna be very, very easy. Let's take this down to a body shop. All right, guys, so there's this place called Universal Collisions here on Recycle Road. Let's see if they can come in clutch and get this bumper done for us. Looks like they do body work and they're literally on the street. That would be absolute clutch. So let's see how far they are. 9-minute walk, 2-minute drive. Let's get it. All right, guys, just dropped it off. So yeah, unfortunately it is on the pricier side, but they did say that my work messed up a lot of things. I grinded down all the body lines. So let's just say if I made their job harder. I thought I knew what I was doing. End of the day, bodywork guys, these guys specialize. This is what they do all day. Obviously, if bodywork was easy, people would be doing it from the garages and no one would ever need a body guy. You know what I mean? So these guys are very busy. I had to pay the expedited price, $700. I feel like it's not too bad, especially considering how I messed up things. I mean, I've seen shops charge more than that. So to get a custom bumper, refinished, patched up everywhere, inside out, so it can go on and off like OEM, and the lines to be perfect. Honestly, bro, now that I think about it, killer deal. Good deal? Good deal. And they said to finish it by Monday. So let's head back to the shop, get them another bumper so they can kind of reference the lines and the PDC sensor holes, and then also get them to cash. So now that we got all that figured out, let's go ahead and finish off working on our quarter panels. I got the little glazing spot putty just to help us fix some of the issues I'm having right over here. As you can see, those little dots. I mean, I don't really want to sand anymore because it's pretty good. So even over here, it's really good. It's got a few little dots, and I think this will fix it, and it will be gravy in the Navy. So check that out, guys. Shout out to my brother for actually getting all this stuff masked off. Pretty much the final step is getting this thing primered. I'm very happy with the results right here. This looks really good. It looks very smooth all across the entire quarter panel, and same thing on this side. The only thing I was super worried about was that rear bumper. So thankfully, guys, I think we're okay. I think that shop's gonna be able to knock it out in time. I'm literally picking it up from them on Monday, and they're gonna be wrapping that, probably gonna be wrapping the bumper the same day, if not the next day, because on Wednesday it's going on a trailer. So yeah, we're literally moving so quick, super scrunched down on time. You guys are probably gonna see this car at BurgerTuning before actually seeing this video from how scrunched in time that we are. So now that we have the car washed up, let's go ahead and take our new roll of 3M wrap. It's literally my favorite brand, either Avery or 3M. Super easy to wrap cars with. It is not a sponsored video. They just have high quality products. But anyways, we're gonna take this car to the other shop and then get this thing hopefully dried up a little bit more out here in the sunlight. Thankfully, it is a hot day, so wrapping cars on a hot day is literally perfect. And then we have our roll over there. Something else I just don't notice as well, our windshield is cracked, so we need to call Safelite or some company to come down and replace that as we're working on the car, because I don't have time to drop this off anywhere. So much to get done, so little time, but we're getting through it, guys. I've literally never had an F8X that has that feature, but we literally got all the options, boys. This thing is so sick. Now we just made it back to the main shop where we have the KiesMotorsports GTS hood. That's literally the last panel other than the rear bumper there to put back on this car. And actually, I would say put back, but that is a brand new GTS hood, which I'm super stoked about. I don't know if you guys knew, for those of you guys who did not watch the last couple of videos, we've added a CS piece right over here. Acts for like an air intake for the intakes. This is an OEM CS part, and it literally just goes right here like OEM. Looks super sick. So now paired up with our GTS hood, that's gonna be functional. It's gonna be super sick and just a nice little detail item for the F81 M3. I'm super stoked to see this hood. I put it on the last couple F8X cars that I had, guys. It's almost a must. It's not even like a competition hood. It's literally a CS style hood. And it's aluminum, which I love because the fitment's normally super nice. When you get like a carbon fiber one, it's like a cast and it doesn't fit nice. But this guy's gonna look so good. Guys, check out how aggressive that thing looks with the GTS hood. We definitely have to play with the gaps of everything, but that just looks so freaking amazing. And that's why I love the GTS hood from KiesMotorsports. Look at that carbon brace in there. Look at that MST intake from KiesMotorsports. This thing looks so good right now. It did also come with a little air strip that goes right over here, but there's no point to install that because you have to wrap the hood as well and then adjust all the panel gaps. But this thing, guys, looks literally insane. Me and my brother have a lot of work to do. So without further ado, let's just first go ahead and start knocking out some of these fenders and show you guys the wrap color that we actually went with. Just like any other build that I've wrapped in the past, seeing the actual color out of the box is one of the most nerve-wracking things because you order a color, it's gonna be super sick, and if it doesn't look good, we're gonna have to wrap it anyways.
Commit.
We don't really have much of an option with the time crunch that we have, so we are committing with this color, but if it's what I think it is, it's gonna be insane. I'm gonna flip this upside down. Just like that.
Ready?
Moment of truth.
Oh, we see a little slither. And it's still hidden.
Oh my god, bro.
This brings flashbacks.
This literally looks like Atlantis blue.
It does. I love that car, man.
Bro. This is gonna look insane. Guys, so I had an F80 M3 in Atlantis blue, one of 49 ever made, or one of like 53 ever made, and I super regret selling that car. So this is the next best thing. It should be kind of like similar to Atlantis blue. And for those of you guys, I'll throw up a picture right here. I had an Atlantis blue F80 with red interior. I put competition seats in there, extended leather. This car currently has competition seats, extended leather dashboard, and now the exterior is gonna be matching the same exact spec as my Atlantis blue F80. So I think it's gonna look literally the sickest spec F81 on the internet. And then who knows, maybe, nah, let's be realistic. We're probably gonna end up taking this off, painting the whole car white, but I do wanna enjoy this in the meantime. on camera it looks insane. And we're back, guys. This is Sunday. Again, we're just taking literally no days off, working on this car, the F81 M3. This car just looks absolutely phenomenal. Super happy with it. This car, honestly, guys, looking at it, has a lot of panels. We have this piece right here, still we need to knock out. We have the trunk. We have the entire roof, which is a pretty big roof. We have another quarter panel, another door, the hood, and we have 2 side skirts and 2 bumpers. This car, I feel like, just has a lot of panels. I think it's, I don't know, just really hitting different right now. But it's got a lot of pieces we got to knock out, and we only have 2 days left to get this thing wrapped up. So we need to get this thing wrapped up so we can actually get this thing up in the air and fix any other suspension things, make our little transmission brace, so this car will actually be a functional running and driving F81 to Beamer Invasion. We are getting it towed there, but we are driving it back, so it needs to be safe. So at this point, guys, I'm gonna sit at a time lapse and let's knock out as much more panels as possible. So far, guys, we knocked out the entire left of the car, the entire right of the car. We're now about to attack the GTS hood from Kies Motorsports, which I'm super excited about because this is honestly gonna transform this entire car. And we get to actually put our finishing touch on there as well. So yeah, super stoked about that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and finish clay barring this thing and get this hood wrapped up.
Yeah, I just had to pull the camera out because it looks so good.
Oh, it looks insane, dude. Oh my God. Still got so much work to do. Me and my brother are starving. I didn't think I actually get hungry again for how much we ate yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry. So when we get back from lunch, we still gotta do the roof today. We gotta do the side skirts, which we haven't even seen on the car yet. So I can't actually wait to put it on the car and then wrap it. It's gonna make an insane transformation. And then we'll be doing the spoiler and tailgate as well today. And then tomorrow is just gonna be bumpers. Bumpers is gonna be a lot of work. So I wanna dedicate one day to bumpers so we're not losing our minds, you know what I mean? So far, bro, appreciate you.
Yes, of course.
Looking phenomenal. Let's go get something to eat, bro. So we just got back from In-N-Out. This isn't ideal, but we're gonna actually wrap over this little damage right here. This is actually how we got the car originally. And swapping out a hatch is literally the biggest pain in the butt. I'd rather swap an engine than swap a hatch. I don't know if you guys have ever done a hatch, it's just not fun. So that being said, that needs to get repaired. You guys already seen the trouble I am getting in trying to get body work done on this car. I repaired the fender, I did the 2 quarter panels. This quarter panel came out kind of all right. Not amazing, we kind of see a few imperfections, but for the most part, it looks fantastic compared to obviously just the weld marks. But obviously when we unwrap the car, you know, we're gonna get the whole thing redone. Body work redone, and then repainted and all that good stuff. So that being said, let's go ahead and grind off the 328 badge and throw on an M3 badge, wrap this whole trunk in the meantime. Again, we'll get that bodywork done later. Take off the X-Drive badge because it's officially a rear-wheel drive, and take off this wing so we can wrap this, and then honestly after that we just have the roof and the side skirts for today, and then tomorrow will be the bumpers. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and strip down this trunk so we can go ahead and start wrapping it. So while my brother actually wraps the trunk, we got everything off of that. We actually took off the spoiler as well to properly wrap this little piece. And then while that's off, it's gonna make it even easier for us to wrap the roof and tuck it back here as well. So I think that's what we're gonna knock out first. We're gonna knock off this section here, then the roof, and then the spoiler. But I might as well wrap that while my brother actually wraps that. Just knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. So happy in the progress that's going on this F81 M3. It literally reminds me of the Atlantis Blue F80 M3 that we had with the red interior. It looks so good. Now wrapping the roof is going to prove itself to be a mission, especially without removing these roof rails right here. So these roof rails, to remove it, you actually have to remove the entire headliner, some parts of the airbag system that hold the current airbags up. Like, it's an absolute mission to remove these, but that's how you properly wrap it and get underneath there. So that being said, we're not going to be doing that, so hopefully we don't have any major issues not doing that. And then also with this panoramic sunroof, unlike the other cars I've done in the past, it looks like the weather seal is on the roof. Like, it's not in the bottom of it. So that being said, it's not going to be as easy as just tucking in the wrap and then having the sunroof kind of seal it in there. We literally have to do a very precise cut on the edge right here, which is gonna be very nerve-wracking. So hopefully we don't mess that up. But anywho's, we have our butter knives that we've actually used since 6 years ago. It's the same butter knives that I stole from my parents 6 years ago to do our first couple of wrap jobs. So that is installed now, and you know, holding down the wind deflector. At this point, guys, oh man, this is stressful. I'm a little worried, but I think we got it. I think we got it.
Might lose some battles, but winning the war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go, I stay ready for more. Go toe to toe till I level the score. Never gon' quit. Heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself 8 times, no trick.
Guys, I am back. Check that out, guys. We pretty much even got all the edges absolutely perfectly. I was super stressed out about that. I don't know if my camera's picking this up, but this is looking absolutely factory right now. Shout out to my brother for helping me out. If it wasn't for him, I would not be able to knock this out. So thank you, bro.
Best build I've worked on with you.
Bro, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And now, finally, let's go ahead and put the wing that we just wrapped on the top of the car, guys. It's gonna look insane, dude.
Bit of this and some of that. Little city of sticks. Watch me put it on the map. Someone get attacked. If you're not first in your last.
Switch cameras, guys, because I completely ran out of footage and I have like 3 videos on here. My bad, guys. I'm so behind. Anywho's, we got the beautiful shark fin on there. Made it in one piece. Check out this roof, guys. Everything's looking absolutely phenomenal. This car is looking literally insane, guys, especially with this beautiful red competition interior. So that being said, we need to add the side skirt to add that final aggression to the side of the car and cover up any final white that we can see with this car. So my brother went ahead, cleaned both side skirts. Let's just go ahead and get them on the car. So guys, we actually went ahead and just slapped that one on the car. We're gonna wrap it on the car because that's what we normally do. But this one, we actually wrapped off of the car, and look at the quality. It came out way better It's literally insane. So guys, day 2, this is how she's looking right now. So we got all the panels done and all the detail pieces as well, which I'm super stoked about. As you guys can see, this thing came out absolutely insane. The only things we're missing at this point is going to be the 2 bumpers, and then that's pretty much it. It is Sunday. Beamer Invasion is this Saturday, but this car is getting towed out this Thursday, so I don't really have too much time to get this thing fully put together. So we need to wrap the 2 front bumpers, the 1 front bumper, the rear bumper. Hope to God the body shop actually came in clutch and repaired it. Otherwise, we are in a complete pickle on that. We need a windshield that needs to get put on this as well, because there's a major crack right there. We still need a transmission brace, and we need to get the stock springs on the car because that is sitting way too low. I mentioned this thing still needs some coolant. We still need to do some test drives on the car to make sure we can actually drive it back from LA and not be stranded. So there's so much things in such short time, but I think we're gonna make it, guys.
Give me the loot. Might lose some battles, but winning the war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go. I stay ready for more.